Fireman, and today is Thursday, June 21st, the first day of summer, and we are finally chopping, first cutting hay. Actually, I am just pulling in the very first load of hay to the egg bagger here, so, but yeah, we're finally getting started on the hay. Just like everything else this year, it's just been super duper late this year. But I guess the planting was more important than the hay right now, so we needed to get the hay done first. But yeah, as you can see, we were the chopper was out chopping hay. That's actually not our chopper. That's a guy that we is a guy that we hired to custom chopper hay. He's just he's like 84 years old, and that chopper that that self-propelled 1905 NewHolland self-propelled cutter that you see that he's using, that thing has about 1 million miles on it. It's like, but he keeps it going, and he loves chopping hay. I mean, like some people when they retire, some people like to do fishing and hunting, and this guy, his favorite thing to do for a hobby is chop haylage and corn silage, and he's been doing it ever since he retired from milking cows back when he was 65. So he doesn't want to quit. So he just keeps it going. And obviously these wagons that you see, these are his wagons. We just rent these wagons, so he does all the maintenance work on them and stuff, so it just makes it a little bit easier. I'm just trying to back this wagon up here to the thing because it can't get in here the way I want to. But yeah, just have to excuse me if I'm not looking at the camera all the time here, but I'm just trying to get it backed in there just right. Yeah, that's what we're up to today. We're just getting started. We actually would have started yesterday, but the hay didn't want to dry down enough. It was just kind of a cloudy day all day yesterday. Yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna keep working at this, and I'll show you some more video footage of the whole process here. So, okay, everybody, I got the wagon in here, and so I'm gonna get ready to start unloading it. I got the inoculant in the inoculant applicator, and it is working. So yeah, we always inoculate our haylage so that way it ferments properly. And anyways, for those of you that do not know how these baggers run, I'll show you how. We don't actually own this bagger, we are just renting it. Yeah, that's usually what we do every year. We just rent one. That way, I guess we don't have maintenance and upkeep on it and stuff. So, but yeah. So I'll show you how this works. There's obviously the silage wagon here, the beaters turn. There's a chain down there, and the chain brings the haylage ahead, and the beaters knock it out, and it will go up this conveyor, and then it will go into this thing here, this rotor thing here. It falls down in here, and it packs the hay into the back. I guess I didn't get a video clip, but before we put the egg bag on here, but there's a tunnel back here, and the haylage will push into this bag, and it'll push it up tight against this backstop. It's kind of like a goalie for soccer or something, and it'll push up against that tight. And we just have to over here, there's underneath this cover, there's a braking system, and this cable thing here holds the backstop tight, so that way it builds up pressure. But like I say, this braking system here, that's what controls the pressure. There's a gauge right here that tells you what your pressure is. Actually, I need to set that a little bit. Whoops. I need to set that a little bit higher here, but yeah. So that's what happens. And then what happens? You say, well, what happens when it's pressure? Well, the tractor there, we put that in neutral, and when it gets enough pressure on the track, or when there builds up enough pressure, the brake obviously releases, and then it pushes the tractor ahead, and it keeps doing that. The bag that we have on here is a 200. It's a 200 foot long bag, so you can see all the folds there, and it will push the bag down the whole length of this, all the way down there. It'll push the bag, the tractor, and the bagger will be all the way down there. When we start doing this, so everything is ready to go. So I'm gonna get started here, and you can watch along, see how it goes. And just got to remember to take the park off the tractor, otherwise you can actually, depending how powerful a tractor you have on there, but if you have too powerful a tractor, you can actually blow the back of the bag, or worse, wreck the backstop, and then it's a big mess. So, which we've never done, and I don't want to do it. So, but I'm gonna get started, and you can I'll get some shots here of the haylage going in the bag. So. Okay, pretty soon you should start to see the bag start filling out here. starting to fill out. This whole thing will eventually get really tight. The slack in this cable will get really tight. Right now I have it set for like, I don't know, 1,500 pounds of pressure. Get that here. Yeah, it's starting to fill out. Yep, it's pretty soon it'll push this backstop back a little bit. Yep, it's starting to. But yeah, this is how, that's normally how you start out, like your bag. Just kind of keep a close eye on it, make sure you get enough pressure back there. You don't want too much, you don't want too little, you don't want air pockets in the bag. Yeah, it just fills that bag out. It's like actually it's a 9-foot diameter bag. So, oh yeah, I forgot to mention too. If you notice this writing on here, it says up north. That's the brand of the bag. Anyways, we should have probably had this up a little bit higher, but these are called stretch marks. They will they can stretch up to 11 inches. That's the max stretch. If you just take a tape measure and you measure that, and if it's over 11 inches, you could rip your bag open. So it's very important to watch those stretch marks. Usually you want the haylage filled up to about just to the top of the tunnel. You don't want it too high. Every forage is different. Haylage is a little bit different than corn silage or oatlage or whatever. But haylage is a little bit spongy kind of thing, so it's going to fill the bag out kind of a little bit lumpy. It's not going to be smooth, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's how we start out a bag. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna keep going at this, and I'll get back to you later. Okay, everyone, we are done chopping for today. We got everything. We got this field over here. We got this all done. It was just about a 7-8 acre field, and then we got all this field here. There's a 15 acre field here. My brother has got this all whipped down here. So tomorrow we will chop this field. So, and then yeah, we have all the all the Badger wagons, as you can see over there. They're all lined up, ready to go for tomorrow. We chop this other stuff, and yeah, so everything went good so far today. No major breakdowns, anything like that, so that was good. And as long as I'm out here, I think I'm going to show you. That give you a quick tour of that that NewHolland self-propelled chopper there. So I'll head over there and do that here quick. Okay, here's the NewHolland 1905 self-propelled forage harvester. As you can see, it Well, it's seen a little use. The story behind this thing is it originally was built in I believe Belgium, and it was shipped over here. I don't remember when it was shipped over here, sometime maybe in the late 90s. And obviously, if anybody can read that, that's proof that it was not made in the United States. So, and this head, I believe, if the owner here, the guy that does the chopping for us, he told us that this head, I think, was built in the United States, shipped over to Europe, and then shipped back here again. So it is, yeah, because I'm not for sure. I know the warning things are in English, so I think that story. I'm not 100% for sure, but I think that's what if I remember him. So yeah, this thing has many hours on it. Oh, here's the yep. There you are. Made in Belgium, right there. So yeah, that confirms it. That's obviously where my dad's side of the family is originally from. It's from Belgium. They came over in the late 1800s from Belgium. So I do have Belgian blood in me. I believe originally my family, my dad's side, came from it was near the French border. So I'm assuming they spoke Flemish. I don't know for sure, but anyways, yeah. So obviously he's done a few modifications to this thing. This fuel tank here is not original. He added that. He redid this to let more heat out. Okay, he bought it in, I think he got it in Wisconsin, and he added this fan back here, which is off of a old International combine. So that's what he put that on there. And yeah, so yeah, I've actually driven this thing before. Sometimes he lets us use it if he's busy, he can't do it. But this is inside the cab. It's kind of primitive. It had air conditioning in it at one time, but yeah, I guess it's got more writing in another language, Celsius. So yeah, so yeah, this is a self-propelled. I will say that it does break down a lot because it's seen a lot of acres. So anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd just quick show you that. And I'm gonna go out and shut the tractor off in the bagger, and I'll show you what the bag looks like, how much we got it filled here in a little bit. So okay, everyone, got the tractor shut off here, and this is how much of the bag that we have gotten done. It was about 5 loads, and yeah, as you can see, these stretch marks here, you can kind of see that one, where that one is. You can tell this one's stretched out. I mean, haylage, it's so hard to get it exact. I mean, it's got to be about 11 inches that it's stretched out. Probably gonna have to put some cardboard in here. These cables are kind of rubbing on the plastic. Sometimes you can rub little holes in there, so I might have to insert some cardboard in there. Sometimes I wish they had a deal on these things, especially these egg bagger brands, where they had like some rubber belting or something that would that as the cable would unroll, belting would unroll right behind the cable or something. That would sure be nice. So then you would never scuff the plastic up, because whenever you get done, you have to go around, and you have to go around the bag and check to make sure that there's no holes in it, because if you get any holes, you're going to get mold. But yeah, this is the back of the bag. Sometimes the back stop here kind of lifted off the ground, and once in a while it does that. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but it just does. Obviously, like you see, haylage is, like I say, it's kind of a little bit, it's not as smooth It's like would be corn silage or oatlage. And yeah, so that's kind of what it looks like. Obviously, one thing you always want to do on this thing at night, or when you're done for the day, is you want to go over here and set the pressure. Well, this is as high as I could get it, but set it about as high as you can get it, so that way the tractor doesn't move ahead. Otherwise, if you get a gap in there, you'll get air in there. That's what it looks like down inside there with the haylage in there. It was juicing earlier. We had some thicker hay in there that was, wetter hay that was causing it to juice. So, but yeah, it just keeps unfolding all the way till we get down to the end of the bag. Usually on these bags there is, when it gets to a certain point, there's a red piece of tape, like in the third or fourth fold from the last fold. There is, so that way you know when you're supposed to stop. I mean, obviously anybody that's done this enough, they know, we know, and we know sometimes you could fit just a little bit more in there beyond that red tape. I like using these egg bags for the simple fact that, you know, you can, if you've got better quality or lower quality haylage, then you can you know, feed that accordingly. You know what you have in this bag, you can mark it. You know, just for that reason, for the cows, for feeding it to any of the cattle. Obviously this is hay, it was cut late, so it's going to be low quality. There's going to be a lot of tonnage there, but it's going to be low quality, you know, hay. So that's all we can do. We're going to hope we're going to make up for it in the second cutting. We'll get the second cutting hay cut a little bit earlier, and we'll get higher protein, a higher feed value on that. So, but yeah, anyways, I just thought I'd just show everyone that. So I think that's going to be it for this video. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave a comment down there in the comment section below. Please check out my other videos, and if you want, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Organic Dairyman. And I just want to thank everyone for watching this video, and I guess I will catch you all later.